Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing another topic that is city creation. City creation, basically, we are discussing another topic that is India accounts. In India account, basically, we are talking about one topic that is SBI Bank. And in SBI Bank, basically, we are talking about the SBI groups. And in the other side, we are talking about Amazon Group. Basically. And in third point is that is after 2 days the big earthquake is going to come to India. So now basically we will start from 2 days earthquake basically is going to come. So one person told that Uttar Pradesh will be the center point basically, and Uttar Pradesh basically everybody knows that Ram Mandir has created. So to save Ram Mandir, which state is going to give their state? Because earthquake will happen in India only. If they will shift to other country, then it will be the against rule of universe. So within India only basically the earthquake have to come. In this basically the government basically, they everybody knows that they have kept Pakistanis and Bangladeshis, and Pakistanis and Bangladeshis are doing the India's task basically. Then basically few people tells that basically why the Pakistanis basically are doing the war basically. Kargil war has happened. This everything was basically just fake to display the world basically that we are fighting. That also is the question basically. If India government basically, the Pakistanis are working, the Bangladeshis are working, then the war basically which was done basically, that was all fake basically in front of the world. So that is basically on the war basically. Few people says that it is like that also basically. So here basically we are discussing what basically we are discussing the after 2 days the world war will, sorry, not world war basically, the earthquake is going to start. Earthquake is going to start. So one of the person told that after 2 days if earthquake will start, then which state is going to give the sacrifice? Because every one state have to be end basically. If the center point will be UP, then entire UP will end. Mark my words. If you want to write in any diary, basically I have written in diary basically, lots of things basically I have written in diary. So mark my words. If you want to write anything in diary also, you can write it that entire UP will get end. In this basically it might possible that Ram Mandir will not end because sometime basically God chamatkar also basically happens. That is possible basically. That might be possible basically. By chance, UP group basically are very powerful in politics. So they told that basically we will shift the earthquake point to Maharashtra. And in Maharashtra basically also Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh people basically are very powerful basically. Very powerful basically. They have the entire area with them basically. And they can do anything basically in that area. They can do Nasbandi, they can give anyone HIV AIDS, they can do anything basically in that area. Just taking as an example, really basically they are just taking as an example basically. Anything means what, up to what level anything basically. So another person told that the land can be Maharashtra also. Because there lots of UP, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh people basically are very powerful. You will not believe it basically. You will not believe it because Ram Temple railway station has created. You will otherwise basically how the Ram Temple basically railway station created on the name of Ram Temple basically it has created. That was inaugurated by Shiv Sena group basically. You will not believe it basically. So Marathi groups are telling that we are ready to give entire Maharashtra. But few Maharashtrian people basically say that basically that you can give Mumbai city basically, but we can't give entire Maharashtra to UP basically. You can take entire Mumbai basically. In Mumbai basically lots of powerful people are there of UP, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh and Delhi also basically. You take basically Mumbai basically, but you can't take Gujarat, sorry, the entire Maharashtra basically. In Maharashtra, Pune also basically came. Because in Pune, you will not believe it basically. The Hinjawadi Park basically, lots of people says that the partner of Hinjawadi Park is from Uttar Pradesh. Where basically I have given the interview and I have not got the job. So now basically I am tracking that why basically I have not got the job. The conflict is going since many time basically I think. This earthquake is going to place to Maharashtra, that is basically conflict. It is going since many years basically. You can say that basically its conflict is going since 2003 2004. So lots of people says that the earthquake can be placed in Maharashtra also. Now few people told that basically earthquake basically can be placed in Gujarat also. Why? Because Gujarat Prime Minister is basically from Gujarat, and he basically Godh basically city is Varanasi, and that is basically in UP. And he basically can to save the Godh city basically he can give entire Gujarat also. And lots of people says that basically we can give the entire Kerala also. Why? Because Pilrai Vijayan sometime visit Gujarat. So he is telling that we can give the entire Kerala also. People says basically because lots of people says that in Hitler basically staying in Gujarat and Hitler has created Pilrai Vijayan. People says whether it is correct that I don't know basically. And he visits Gujarat periodically. So he is telling that we are ready to give the entire Kerala basically on the name of Uttar Pradesh. And this is fact basically. If you want to write anywhere, basically you can write it down. I have written basically. You can write it down. And mostly basically the earthquake point will be UP only. Mark my words. Because mountains are near Uttar Pradesh. The Himalaya mountain is near Delhi and UP and Bihar and Madhya Pradesh. You can't shift the entire mountain to Gujarat basically and tell that basically this is the Himalaya mountain in Gujarat. Give earthquake point in Gujarat. That is possible basically. That is not possible. But if it would be in long before basically, at the Ramayana Yuga and Mahabharata Yuga, that time it was possible basically. They were doing that basically, shifting the entire land from here to there, there to there. That time basically it was possible. But currently people don't have that much power basically, that they can shift the entire land and shift to other state. So you can just imagine basically which state will be that. One state will end basically, that is 100% sure. Rest of states will get, if big earthquake will happen then basically many states get effect, but one state will end. Which state will be that? Mostly lots of people say that it will be Maharashtra only, because in Maharashtra lots of UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh people are very powerful. You will not believe it basically. Lots of people basically are very powerful. They can give, they basically have done, they basically can do Nasbandi also in area basically without informing that person basically. Without informing that person basically they do Nasbandi also, and they basically give aids also to people basically. You will not believe it basically. But that are few people basically. For few people basically entire UP basically can't be blamed basically. Few people basically are there. But few people will join other people also, sorry, the other people will join with few people, then it comes to entire Uttar Pradesh, entire Madhya Pradesh, entire Bihar, entire Maharashtra, entire Gujarat, entire India. So it's time of India basically. Big earthquake will happen. That is 100% sure. Mark my word. So here we started from big earthquake which is going to. If you are shifting the war, sorry, the big earthquake to other countries, that will create the problem of universe, and that will be the universal war basically. I am telling you, in that basically the entire Indian nationality will get end. That is given the name as a Indian nationality की नसबंदी हो गई. That is going to happen if you are shifting to other countries. And that will be the universal universal law violence. And mostly people says that the war basically in this the war basically we can finish few countries, then earthquake will not required. But the process has already happened here basically. The 55 country process is ongoing. In that 80 percentage country has already got the big earthquake. So processes already happened of the 55 countries. If you finish few countries, then also basically the process is ongoing basically. Because when process was started and the process was in between, that time basically all 55 country was there basically. And now basically if you will start the war and you will say that basically I have finished a few countries, that is not going to work here basically. So that is called as a current generation basically. They are telling that we are up to that level. See basically we are this. They are doing the advertising also. देखो ये है generation. Current generation and future generation also they are creating. So one of the person told that the earthquake point will be UP only. The earthquake point will be UP only. The earthquake point will be Uttar Pradesh only. And 100% basically the earthquake point will be Uttar Pradesh. So to save Uttar Pradesh, up to what level the Uttar Pradesh people basically are going to do? That is the question basically. And mostly basically it will be Maharashtra also. Basically. Might be possible basically, but not 100% sure. But it mostly it is Maharashtra only because they can shift the earthquake point to, it will be Maharashtra or basically it will be Gujarat. Because in Gujarat also lots of Uttar Pradesh people are there. Like Guptas are there, Varmas are there, Sharmas are there, then the Solankis are there, then the Prajapatis are there. There are many people basically. They are very powerful. You will not believe it basically. They can shift the entire earthquake to Gujarat also basically. And lots of people say that Hitler is basically from UP, sorry, from Bihar. So he can basically give the approval to the Gujarat land also. And to save Gujarat, if he is staying in Gujarat, he basically can take Kerala also. Why? Because Kerala, Pilrai Vijayan basically keeps on visiting in Gujarat. So lots of people says that it can be Kerala also. And Narendra Damodar Modi basically is basically the group of Hitler basically. He is a part of Hitler basically. That also you can. So you can just imagine basically the point will be the main, and the point where wherever the point will be, that state will end. That is my 100%. Mark my words. If you want to write in any diary, you can write it down. The state will get end. By chance it will be Gujarat, then the Vadodara city have to be safe. Why? Because in Gorwa basically there is one chemical plant basically. In that chemical plant, if that chemical plant will blast, then entire world will end. So one of the person told that, one of the USA group told that basically which type of chemical plant is that it is going to affect the whole world, and the world is not knowing, the America is not knowing that world. But few people says that America know this, so that's why basically they have placed lots of software company, and they are doing, they are actually watching, they are basically doing jasusi of that amine cast, because amine cast is the area basically where this chemical plant is placed. So they are doing jasusi of amine cast, but amine cast basically might be knowing, or that basically we don't know. That is basically Gujarati's problem, basically that's not our problem. But they might be they basically their house, their offices, where what they are doing there, each and everything basically might be doing in, they are basically might be doing in the jasusi basically. The USA, or basically the jasusi group, that is the Russia group basically, they might be doing the jasusi of that amine cast, because the chemical is in Gorwa, and if that Gorwa will end basically, the entire world is going to end. Mark my words. That type of powerful chemical plant is there in Gorwa basically. You will not believe it basically. That is basically not that's basically the Gujarati group's problem basically. But they basically are very powerful. So every state basically there is some problem basically. Same way, if Uttar Pradesh basically will end, then lots of powerful people basically are in Maharashtra basically. They will take the entire investment from Maharashtra. So both sides are there basically. If the Maharashtra will not give the permission of that earthquake to place in Maharashtra, then they will take the investment basically. Few people says that Bihar basically has divided into two parts. That is a Jharkhand. So they say that basically we can place that into Jharkhand, but in Jharkhand basically Tata groups are there basically. They are very powerful. They can purchase entire India basically. So they will basically not give the factory basically of their. They will not give their factories basically. So here basically how basically from where we started. We started from after 2 days the big earthquake will happen in India. That is 100% sure, because 80 percentage world 80 percentage process basically is already happened. Now it's a 20 percentage, and 20 percentage Bangladesh is there, Pakistan is there, and India is there. So three country basically is going to face big level of earthquakes, and mostly when it is going to be placed in India, then the point will be Himalaya mountain near, and that is UP, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh, and near that the Delhi is also there, and they basically can place the earthquake in any of the state. And mostly lots of people says that it can be Maharashtra, it can be Gujarat, it can be Kerala, it can be Karnataka, anything basically. So next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic.